Woozy here, and today we're going to be talking about commercial account setup. So in this video, we're going to be focusing on Mailgun. This will give your persona the ability to run email marketing campaigns and just in general utilize the skills that can be utilized through email. In order to do this, like we said, we're going to set up a Mailgun pathway. So if you haven't seen our other videos here on Pathways, we have already on this account gone through and shown how to set up an OpenAI account as well as a Pinecone account here to give it the LLM capabilities as well as memory storage capabilities. And now at the bottom here, we are going to go through Mailgun here. So this is going to give you the ability to attach domains to personas, and then when skills are executed, our system will automatically create the actual email that needs to be created for the persona on the fly. In that way, anytime you want to reuse the skill, the email will be there created after you've used it for the first time and activated it there. So we'll kind of show that at the end, kind of actually using skills and how that works there. But for now, let's focus on the Mailgun creation and adding that in. So again, this is going to be so that if you're having a specific business domain, maybe you're going to have your persona work for your business, or maybe it just wants its own branding for whatever it's sending emails from. This allows you to basically purchase a domain, and this video will show you how to connect your Mailgun account so that you can then use that domain with your persona here. First step here is we're going to go to mailgun.com in the browser there, and you should basically come to a screen that looks like this here. So I'm assuming that you don't already have an account, and so we're going to kind of go log in and start by creating our own account here. Okay, so I've got a new email address that I'm going to sign up with here. And let me create a password. I'm sorry, actually I didn't want to do that. I wanted to come down here to the bottom and sign up. So let's actually sign up for a new one here. And we should get to this screen here. So a few things to do. It will kind of try to get you to sign up right away from the free or the 30-day foundational plan. This plan is $35 a month. If you know you're going to be doing a lot of outbound marketing or mass mailing with it, you will probably need to upgrade to that plan. However, if you click off there, you can actually go ahead and get started with a free plan here. It will limit you to 100 messages per day with your persona, but if you're not planning on doing like mass email marketing or campaigns, that should be enough to at least get you started here. So let me go ahead and enter this information real fast. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just start with the free account here for now. You can always upgrade your account to the paid later if you're needing to, or if you decide you want to do something else with your persona later on. But we've got our name, my fake company name, I've created a password. Let's go ahead and create this account. All right, so it's going to pull us right in here, and there'll be a few setting things to set up here, so we'll kind of run through these real fast here. And step one here, they're going to send me an email to that account. So let's go ahead and take a look. We've got that account, and we'll go ahead and verify. I'll submit my number and verify this real fast. Okay, I got my verification code texted back to me. Let's go ahead and confirm there. Okay, and we should now be back in and ready here. So next thing, we can go ahead and create our API, or if we have a domain, we can actually add it and attach it to our Mailgun account here now. So I'm not going to follow these exactly here, but we're going to kind of jump ahead and next set up our custom domain, and then we'll go ahead and show finally how to actually create that API key and then attach it to your account next year. All right, and now I popped over to Namecheap. You can also buy domains from things like GoDaddy, or there's a handful of other ones. But basically, I'm going to show from Namecheap now how I can take some of the domains that I've already bought and actually add them back to my Mailgun account so that my personas can use these exact ones. So what am I talking about here? So this is my Namecheap account. I'm not going to show setting up or logging into this. It's pretty straightforward to create an account. Once you do, you can search for domains and buy whatever you want. Or if you're business already has one set up, I'll kind of show you in the next steps how to actually connect it to your Mailgun account, and then how to connect that Mailgun account back into NeoWorlder here. So I'm going to just use this NeoRealty XYZ random domain as an example here. But to start, let's actually go back into Mailgun first. Okay, so in Mailgun, we're going to go up here to send, and then we want sending domains. And we are going to go ahead and attach it onto this new account here. You can see right now we've only got the sandbox ones that comes as default. So we're going to come up here and click add new domain. And let me fill this in real fast, and then we'll talk about it real fast. Okay, so I went over to Namecheap and copied my domain here. I added MG period in front just to create this as a subdomain. This is a good practice to use subdomains here, just in case you start running a bunch of mail and it burns out this domain or hurts this domain's health. Adding this subdomain will kind of help protect this brand name domain here. So if you're worried about that, you can definitely kind of add this as a subdomain. This may, if you are using this for kind of mass mailing, it'll kind of help that reputation there. Just a quick tip there. Then as far as region, can leave those the same, can leave these the same, and let's go ahead and add domain. All right. And then here in this next step is where we're actually going to adjust some of these setup records by copying and pasting these actually back into Namecheap here. All right, so back in Namecheap, we're going to go to domain list. We're going to find our domain, and we're going to go to manage. If you're doing this on another site, I'd recommend just going to ChatGPT or Claude and just asking where to find these settings here. If you simply explain that you're trying to connect your domain to Mailgun, it should lead you through these steps pretty quickly here. But we're going to want to go to this advanced DNS here. And from here, we're going to add some records to these host records here. Basically, what this will allow us to do is that when we're using our persona to send, this will actually connect everything to Mailgun to allow that sending to happen here. Okay, so now let's start adding our Mailgun records into our Namecheap domain here. So let's pop back, and again, this is Mailgun. Let's start with this top TXT record. And there is something to note here. So when you're adding these, if you do use a subdomain here, you only want what's before the domain. So for on this one here, for the text messages, we will simply use MG here. So let me show you what that looks like here. Okay, so in Namecheap, we're going to come add a new record. We're going to select text record. For host, this is where we're going to select that MG value. And then for the value, we're going to actually copy this whole value here and paste it in. We'll then click OK. And we're one down there. So let's go ahead and just go to the next one here. So still that same TXT record here. Okay, we'll add another new one, another text record. And then on this one, again, same deal. We don't want anything after our sub email we created here, so we can leave off the in domain there. We'll come here and paste that. Again, we'll grab the whole entire value here on this one and paste that, and we'll click OK. And you can probably see where we're going on these, but we're going to go ahead and finish out these last two here. So next ones are going to be these MX records here. So similar process, just slightly different type that we're adding in here. So again, let's go find some MX records. And these will be in a different section here. So let's add here. You can see it automatically popped up there. And let's go ahead and get those copied over. And again, we don't need the in domain, so we'll just go ahead and put MG there. Our value, we're going to copy directly from here. And priority 10 is fine. So we'll go ahead and save that. Then we're going to add that second MX record as well here. So again, we've moved on to this one here. And we've got MG. Again, we don't need that. Let's copy this. And we can use 10 again. And we're on our last one here. So last one is the CNAME, and let's get that one going. All right, that one's going to be actually back here at the top. We're going to add new record. There we go. This one will be email.mg. Again, be careful with the domains and subdomains there. Email.mg. We're going to copy. We're going to paste, and that should be all we need to add there now for record keeping wise. So next thing we're going to do is actually go verify that those did get set up right. So now we're going to come back into Mailgun, and up here there is a check status button that we're going to go ahead and click. And we'll see if everything turns green here for us. So it did indeed here. So just to give you a heads up, a lot of times when you do this one, this last CNAME record will take a minute here. So if this one stays pending for a little bit, that is kind of normal there. Just check back in about 15 minutes and re-update there, and it usually goes through. If it doesn't, try simply just removing the value, re-putting it in there, saving it, and then rechecking. Usually that'll get it pushed through too there. So just a little tip to keep out on that one there. But with that, now we got all of our records hooked up, and we can now basically go grab our API key and connect it into NeoWorlder. Okay, so remember our goal here on our commercial account is to set up this pathways here with the Mailgun API key. So let's go create that API key now that we have our Mailgun account set up and our domain attached to it and configured. So let's go back into Mailgun, and I'm going to click on dashboard here. And if I scroll down in the bottom right, there's a section called API keys here. And if we come here, I can simply create key. We'll call this one the NeoWorlder Mailgun demo. And we'll create key. And I've mentioned this before, whenever you're dealing with API keys, just make sure that you're keeping them secure, not sharing them with anybody. All the ones I do on the demo, I use for demo and then get rid of here. So if you are ever sharing, just best practices, just be careful with that. And let's go, now we've got our key, and let's go back in and hook it up. So right back in here, we can copy and paste that and save. And now our Mailgun account is successfully connected to our commercial account for NeoWorlder. All right, and then just to wrap up, I didn't actually have any personas created on that other account, so I've hopped over to my other account, and I just want to show where those domains will show up here. So from here, if we go to life, and then on this account, I do have some personas made. So in these, if we go into the persona settings, we can see that they'll have this attributes tab down here. And if we go into that, there's going to be this field called work email domain. And from here, this will show all of the email domains that you have set up in Mailgun. So on this one, you can see I've got a handful here. And then basically when I select them here, if he does start an outbound campaign with a skill or any skill that is able to be used through email, that email will automatically be created and attached to this persona here. So that kind of wraps up our Mailgun here. I'll kind of give some further video showing it kind of in action with skills, specifically emailing. But hopefully this gives a good, clear picture of the setup and how to go through Mailgun, as well as how to connect your own personalized domains to Mailgun and then get your persona to use them here.